All right, guys, we got another Ryan recommendation. Bones and All came out in 2022. It's rated R. It's 2 hours and 11 minutes. We have Timothy Chalamet as the Lee. We have Taylor Russell as Marin, and we have Mark Rylance as Sully. Now, I need to warn all of you that this is a huge cannibal movie if you've not seen it before. It is gruesome, it is fucked up, but somehow they got a love story into it. Now, the whole premise of this is trying to live in, regular society as being cannibals. And we get knocked right off the off our rocker with Marin. She ends up, we get introduced to her and her father, and she ends up going over a sleepover. She sneaks out of her house and goes to sleepover, and she ends up eating the girl's finger off, like just biting it. Fuck. Ugh. I can handle most stuff, but if I don't know it's coming, it jumps. So she ends up going there, and she rushes home. Her father decides, oh well, it seems like a common thing with them about because he goes, yo, you did it again. So they end up leaving, and he ends up having her live with Sully. Sully's an older guy, and you know he's a cannibal too, and he can smell when someone's about to die because he's been hit for so long. So they end up mowing on an old lady. So there's a lot of cannibal stuff in this. So if you can't handle that, I highly suggest you wouldn't. You don't check this out. But Marin decides that she doesn't want to be there, so she leaves. And she ends up going to a grocery store, and she ends up running into Lee. And that just kind of takes us on a whirlwind adventure of Lee and Marin trying to deal with their own troubles and deal with the love that they have for each other. While, Marin doesn't know how to feel. She hasn't felt this way about somebody, and she wants to find her mom and maybe get some answers. And it's crazy. How, you're watching this film and you're like, how can cannibals love each other? It, you know, Cannibalism is one of the most fucked up things that had ever been invented. And it was just discovered. Um, so, with that being said, they go back and forth. You know, Sully's in the mix a little bit. He comes and goes, and it's a huge, it's a very astonishing movie. You know, the story for it being basically not even like the cannibal holocaust, but like a cannibal love story. It takes a lot of skill. You'd sit there and think maybe, the right is twisted, but no, I mean, they might be a little bit, but it takes a lot of skill to be able to have a film where it branches off into both aspects, making it crossover. It wasn't too much cannibal, it wasn't too much romance, it was the perfect combination. Excuse me, and actually, you end up, falling in love with this couple because you can tell that they've been through a lot of shit, and they're just, they're trying to do what's best for them. IMDb gave it a 6.8 out of 10. I give it a 4 out of 5, just because I can now understand why everybody is in an uproar about how good of an actor Timothy Chalamet is, because I loved him in this. So I think I'll be watching Dune shortly because I don't know, I didn't know he was this good. Um, but if you are interested in watching it, it's on Prime Video. I highly suggest you check it out if your stomach can handle it. If it can't, then obviously I understand, but you'll be missing out on probably one of the best movies that I've watched in a long time. So give it a watch. Let me know.